everybody. This is Google Document Tutorial 2. We're going to talk about the toolbar here. File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Tools, Table, and Help. Let's start with File. Under File, you're going to find the New button. New, if you click on New, it will allow you to create a new document, which is a word processing document, a new presentation, a spreadsheet, form, drawing, or if you've created a template, such as a template you might create in Pages or Word, you can choose a template, a personal template. Now, if you wanted to open one of your Google Documents, you can click on Open. If you want to upload a document, this is very helpful if you want to transfer your own documents to Google Documents so that you can easily embed them into your Google site, or just to safely keep your work online, you can use the upload feature. You can upload in two ways. You can either grab your file from your computer and drag it here into this square, or you can click on this button and it will give you a directory of your computer, and you can select the file you want and click accept, and then it will upload. Now, there are two buttons here that you should take a look at. The first, I always leave clicked. It's convert documents, presentations, spreadsheets, and drawings to the corresponding Google Docs formats. And what that'll allow you to do is revise the document once you have uploaded it to Google Documents, and that's really helpful. Now, the other button is convert text from PDF or image files to Google Documents. And that, for me, has not worked the best in the past, but they might have made some improvements on it. One last thing about this top selection here. There are some of the newer formats, DocX, PPTX. The newer Microsoft formats don't allow, you cannot revise them once they're on Google Docs. So what I do with important things that I want up there, but it's in a newer format, I just open up the file and I save as one of the older Word formats, such as .doc or .ppt. Okay, so let's go back to the document and File. Next we have revision history. This is very helpful. Here's basic revisions, and then there's more detailed revisions. I want to show less revisions though for now. And what this does is, if you want to go back to an earlier revision of a document, you click on it and it'll show you what it looked like then. And if you want to restore to that, you can click restore to this revision. However, I don't, so I'm just going to close all that. Okay, there, my document's back the way it was. Language, if you want to write in another language, you can choose that here. If you want to rename your document, click there. Now, make a copy. That has been a very useful feature for me. When I'm grading student work, for example, I will make a master rubric, and then I'll make a copy of that rubric for every kid in the class. That way I don't have to reformat the document. Okay, great. So, the other function, download as. This is a really very helpful function as well. You can download your Google document to your computer and then send it to a parent or a colleague or just to yourself. And there are different formats that you can download the document as. ODT is an Open Document Text File. This is the kind of format that OpenOffice uses, which is a Linux-based word processing program, or a Unix-based program. PDF is usually the format that I download in. RTF, rich text format, text file, a Word file, or an HTML document, which are meant to be opened and seen in a browser. Saved. Page setup. If you click on page setup, you can choose landscape mode and control the margins, top, bottom, left, right. Also, if you want your page background to be a different color, click on that. And then we have print settings, print preview, and print, and I think those are moderately self-explanatory. Okay, now let's take the edit bar, or the edit button. Under edit, you can choose undo or redo, but then again, those same commands are found here beneath the edit button. You can cut, copy, paste, select all, and find and replace. Under View, I really never use View. If you're a math teacher, you might want to see the equation toolbar. But other than that, I don't use any of these functions very often. Now, Insert. You can, under Insert, you can choose to insert an image. However, as I said before, you can also grab an image from your computer and pull it onto the document and it'll show up. Now you can insert a link, you can insert an equation, you can insert a drawing, and if you click on this, what will happen is a drawing pad will come up and you can make your drawing, and then that drawing will be pasted into your document just like that. Pretty handy actually. And you can insert a comment. So for example, if this was a student essay or a colleague essay and you wanted to comment on something but you didn't want to change it, what you could do is highlight something, highlight some text, and then say, hey, this is great. And that is the comment. If you want to delete a comment, or if you want to hide a comment, you click on X. If you want to delete it, click on the garbage can. Back to Insert. We've got some special characters here. You can just look through those as you like. We have a horizontal line, a page break. This is for printing purposes. You can insert a header, a footer, a bookmark, and table of contents. I'd like to just show you the bookmark option quickly. I'm going to insert a bookmark here. And then what I can do is I can create a link to that bookmark somewhere else. So for example, let's say I want to insert a link. I can click here, a bookmark, and then all my bookmarks will show up. And I can select that. And then when somebody comes into this document, they can click on that, and it'll bring me down to the bookmark. So that's the bookmark function. It's pretty neat. Now, if you've used if you've used the heading formats, then you can insert a table of contents, and then when people come to this document, they can click on this and it'll bring them down to that particular heading. Okay? But I don't want these, so I'm going to remove them. Alright, now back to Insert. We have header, footer, and you can insert the bookmark. We already talked about that. Okay, let's talk about formatting. The formatting bar is already down here as it is, but we've got bold, italic, underline, strike through, which means just make a line through it, superscript, subscript for mathematicians, and then the paragraph styles, which those functions are already down here on this toolbar. But you've got increase indent, decrease indent, and then you can choose your headings. You can choose the alignment, left, center, right, and justified. And you can also choose the line spacing, whether you want it single spaced, 1.15, 1.5, or double spaced. And then you can choose the kinds of lists that this program does for you. Okay? Or you can clear all the formatting. Alright, tools. You can translate your document using Google Doc or Google Translator. I just think that's really fantastic for somebody who does not speak German. You can define a word, you can find out word count, and under preferences you can choose whether or not you want Google Docs to automatically detect links, use smart quotes, and automatically repair things. Alright, next table. If you want a table, you can insert table, and then you can decide how big you want that table just by moving your mouse. Okay? And finally, under Help. There's Google Docs Help Center, learn from other Google Docs users, watch a video introduction for Google Docs, and keyboard shortcuts. Now the Docs Help Center is pretty neat. If you have a question, you can go there and you can type your question in, or you can choose whether or not you're using documents, spreadsheets, presentations, or drawings, etc., and see if somebody else has asked your question. And that is it for the tutorial. Hope you found it educational. Bye-bye.